The world was never built on fairness. The world was built on conquest. The world was built on force. The world was built on those who had the courage to take when others hesitated. Stop playing fair, because fairness is the tool of the weak. Fairness is the leash given to slaves, while kings eat at the table. Stop playing fair, because the strong never played by the rules, they created them. When you play fair, you surrender power. When you play fair, you wait your turn while others steal your crown. When you play fair, you sit at the edge of the feast, while others devour everything and laugh at your hunger. History has no memory for those who played fair. History only remembers those who broke the rules and bent the followers' history. Order of the world in their favor. Look at the lion. The lion does not share his prey with the jackal. The lion does not negotiate with the hyena. The lion does not bow to fairness. The lion takes what he wants, and the jungle bows in silence. Stop playing fair, because the jungle does not reward politeness. The jungle rewards dominance. When Caesar crossed the Rubicon, he did not play fair. He broke the law of Rome and created a new Rome. When Alexander marched into lands that were not his, he did not ask for permission. He did not beg for fairness. He carved his name into the bones of nations. When Machiavelli wrote, he did not write for the meek. He wrote for the ruthless. He wrote for those who understood that the fair man is the forgotten man, and the ruthless man is eternal. Stop playing fair, because fairness is a story told by the powerful to keep you docile. They tell you to wait for your chance, but your chance never comes. They tell you to follow the rules, but the rules were designed to chain you. They tell you to be patient, but patience is the language of the powerless. Stop playing fair, because every moment you waste waiting for justice, your enemies sharpen their knives. Power is never given, power is taken. Thrones are never handed. Thrones are seized. Crowns are never shared. Crowns are stolen. Stop playing fair, and the world opens its gates to you. Stop playing fair, and fear becomes your shadow. Stop playing fair, and the weak will curse your name, while secretly wishing they had your strength. The battlefield of life is not a place for the polite. It is not a place for the humble. It is not a place for the fair. It is a place for the bold. It is a place for the ruthless. It is a place for those who dare to break the illusion of fairness and claim everything. Stop playing fair, because fairness is the final illusion that stands between you and the life you were destined to rule. You were not born to beg. You were not born to wait. You were not born to kneel. You were born to rise. You were born to conquer. You were born to rule. Stop playing fair and step into the dominion of power. Stop playing fair and let the world witness the truth that you are not here to follow. You are here to dominate. Tonight the chains of fairness break from your wrists. Tonight you bury the weakness of apology. Tonight you rise above the illusions placed on you, and you enter the dominion of rulers. The dast world will not remember those who played fair. It will remember those who took what they wanted without hesitation. Stop playing fair and begin to reign. The world is a battlefield, not a playground. The world is a jungle, not a garden. The world is a throne room, not a charity hall. And yet the weak want you to play fair. They want you to play gentle. They want you to kneel and smile while they sharpen their daggers behind your back. Stop playing fair, because fairness is the invention of the weak to chain the strong. It is the rulebook created by those who fear your rise. It is the trick written to make you hesitate while they conquer everything in sight. Every time you play fair, you cut your own throat. Every time you play fair, you surrender your crown. Every time you play fair, you stand in the line of beggars, waiting for scraps when you were born. To to rule empires, when you were born to take kingdoms, when you were born to leave scars in history. Fairness is a beggar, disease, and the cure is ruthlessness. The strong man never asked for fairness. The storm never apologized for destroying the shore. The fire never begged forgiveness for consuming the forest. And you must never kneel in the name of fairness. Stop playing fair, because fairness is not respect. Fairness is slavery. Fairness is silence. Fairness is the prison of those too weak to seize what they desire. Look at history. Every ruler, every conqueror, every name etched in eternity was prize. Built not on fairness but on domination. Caesar broke the laws of Rome, and Rome bent to his name. Alexander cut through boundaries and carved new worlds with his sword. Genghis Khan did not play fair. He burned cities and rewrote the maps of the earth. Machiavelli himself knew that men are not moved by fairness. They are moved by fear. They are moved by necessity. They are moved by force. Stop playing fair, because fairness creates sheep, but ruthlessness creates lions. When you stop playing fair, you stop apologizing for your hunger. When you stop playing fair, you stop asking for permission. When you stop playing fair, you stop lowering your head to the crowd, and you begin to rise with the certainty of a ruler. You begin to walk with the presence of a storm. You begin to speak with the voice of command. The world is not kind. The world is not balanced. The world is not fair. And those who still cling to fairness are devoured by those who abandoned it long ago. The throne is not awarded to the polite. The throne is not gifted to the patient. The throne is not shared with the humble. The throne is seized by those who take it with blood and steel. Stop playing fair, because the throne you want will never arrive. Wrapped in ribbons, it must be ripped from the hands of those who clutch it. With fear. You were not born to wait your turn. You were not born to stand in line. You were not born to beg for chances. You were born to take. You were born to rise. You were born to command. Stop playing fair, because every second you hesitate is another second. Your enemies grow bolder. Every second you hesitate is another second. Your power fades. Every second you hesitate is another second. The crown drifts further from your reach. Fairness is the lullaby sung to slaves, to keep them asleep. Fairness is the sermon whispered by the weak to protect their fragile thrones. Fairness is the mask of morality that hides the trembling hands of those who cannot dominate. Fairness is nothing but illusion. Burn it, bury it, destroy it, and when you do, you will feel the weight leave your chest. You will feel your vision sharpen. You will feel your fire grow. Stop playing fair, because the world belongs to those who dare. The world belongs to those who seize. The world belongs to those who never apologize for being ruthless. Stop playing fair, and step into your destiny. Stop playing fair, and you will taste freedom. Stop playing fair, and your enemies will kneel, because they will know you are not bound by their rules. You are not tamed by their illusions. You are not trapped by their chains. Tonight, you abandon fairness. Tonight, you bury weakness. Tonight, you rise, ruthless and unstoppable. Tonight, you crown yourself without apology. Tonight, you walk into the dominion of rulers. Tonight, the world learns that you are not a servant of fairness. You are the master of power. Stop playing fair and begin to reign. Stop playing fair, because fairness was never meant for kings. Fairness was never meant for lions. Fairness was never meant for conquerors. Fairness was created for slaves to believe in while they remained chained. Fairness is the cage the rulers built to keep the herd obedient and silent. Stop playing fair, because no empire was built on fairness. No crown was earned by waiting your turn. No kingdom was forged by the polite. No dynasty was born from patience. The rulers of history carved their names with blood and iron, not fairness and rules. When you play fair, you wait while others take. When you play fair, you beg. While others command, when you play fair, you stand small. While others command, climb upon your shoulders and laugh at your silence. Every time you play fair, you kill your own fire. You crush your own crown. You stab your own destiny in the chest and watch it bleed. Stop playing fair, because fairness is the language of undone weakness, and weakness is death. The lion does not share his prey. The eagle does not apologize for taking the sky. The storm does not whisper sorry when it destroys the shore. Nature itself is ruthless. It takes what it wants without asking for permission. And yet you were trained to believe in fairness. You were taught to kneel. You were told to be humble. You were told to wait. And now you wonder why your life feels empty. Because you have been living by the laws of sheep instead of the laws of lions. Every ruler who left his mark on history shattered fairness. Caesar broke the law and crossed the Rubicon. Alexander marched into lands that did not belong to him and claimed them as his own. Genghis Khan did not play fair. He burned cities and built empires. Napoleon did not play fair. He crowned himself in front of the Pope. He did not kneel. He did not ask for permission. He took the crown, and the world remembered his name. Machiavelli himself wrote, not for the moral, but for the ruthless. Not for the polite, but for the cunning. Not for the fair, but for the powerful. Stop playing fair, because fairness blinds you to the truth that power is taken, not give. When you stop playing fair, your enemies, no prost, longer understand you when you stop playing fair. Your friends no longer control you when you stop playing fair. The world looks at you with fear and envy, because nothing is more dangerous than a soul who no longer obeys the illusion of fairness. Fairness was the last chain around your neck, and once it snaps, you are unstoppable. Do you think the rich became rich by fairness? Do you think the rulers became rulers by fairness? Do you think the strong became strong by fairness? No. They took, they demanded, they seized, they lied, they conquered, and they built their world. While teaching you to sit and wait for yours, stop playing fair, because no one is coming to hand you a crown. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to lift you up. You must take it yourself. You must rise yourself. You must seize what is yours. Without apology, without hesitation, without fairness. Fairness is the greatest lie ever told. It says, if you wait your turn, your moment will come. But the truth is, your moment will never come. Fairness is the illusion that makes you sleep while your enemies sharpen their knives. Fairness is the poison that keeps you small while you were born to be vast. Fairness is the silence that suffocates your roar. Fairness is the prison that keeps kings living like slaves. Stop playing fair and watch how your fire grows. Stop playing fair and watch how your courage awakens. Stop playing fair and watch how the world bends before you, because the world bows not to the polite, the world bows to the powerful. The playing world bows not to the fair. The world bows to the ruthless. You were not born to play fair. You were not born to sit in silence. You were not born to live on scraps. You were born to rule. You were born to command. You were born to take your throne with your bare hands. You were born to leave a mark so deep that centuries will whisper your name. Stop playing fair, because your throne is waiting, and your enemies will never hand it to you. The battlefield of life rewards only the bold. It rewards only the fearless. It rewards only the ruthless. The battlefield does not honor fairness. The battlefield spits on fairness. The battlefield demands blood, and only those willing to give it rise to the top. Stop playing fair, because the top is not reached by waiting politely. The top is taken. By crushing everything that stands between you and the crown. Tonight you kill fairness. Tonight you bury weakness. Tonight you rise ruthless. Tonight you walk with the presence of a storm. Tonight you silence your enemies without speaking a daria. Word tonight you crown yourself without asking tonight. You stop playing fair and you begin to reign, and the world will never forget your name. Stop playing fair, because fairness is the excuse of the defeated. Fairness is the prayer of the prive. Weak fairness is the weapon used by those who do not have the courage to fight for themselves. They tell you to be fair because they are afraid of what you will do without chains. They tell you to be fair because they cannot compete with you. In open battle, they tell you to be fair because fairness is the only wall they can hide behind. When you let go of fairness, you strip them naked. You expose their weakness. You crush their illusion. Do you not see how the world operates? The rich do not play fair. They use their influence, their money, their networks to crush competition. The powerful do not play fair. They bend laws. They bend people. They bend nations. To their will, the rulers of history did not play fair. They used deception, fear, and strategy to rise above their rivals. Stop playing fair because fairness never belonged to rulers. It only belonged to slaves. Every second you play fair, another second is stolen from your destiny. Every second you play fair, another enemy rises in front of you. Every second you play fair, another opportunity rots in your hands, while you stand waiting like a beggar. And life does not wait. Life does not pause. Life does not bend to fairness. Life only bends to force. Fairness is the soft bed that makes warriors sleep. Fairness is the lullaby that keeps lions quiet. Fairness is the sugar in the mouth of slaves that convinces them their chains are sweet. Fairness is the poison that kills your hunger. Fairness is the lie that makes you believe tomorrow will save you. But tomorrow belongs only to those who abandon fairness today. Stop playing fair and see how the world reveals its true nature. Stop playing fair and watch how quickly your enemies retreat. Stop playing fair and hear the silence that follows your steps, because those who depended on your obedience, those who depended on your patience, those who depended on your politeness will suddenly realize you are no longer bound. The world has never honored the fair man. The fair man dies forgotten. The fair man dies used. The fair man dies nameless in the backed dust, while the ruthless man lives eternal in memory, because the ruthless man shapes history. The ruthless man shapes kingdoms. The ruthless man shapes the destiny of generations. Stop playing fair, because fairness is death and ruthlessness is immortality. Stop playing fair, because fairness is not virtue. It is weakness. Stop playing fair, because fairness is not morality. It is slavery. Stop playing fair, because fairness is not nobility. It is cowardice. They told you to share. They told you to wait. They told you to obey. But kings do not share. Kings do not wait. Kings do not obey. Kings take kings. Command kings rule. Look into the eyes of your enemies. They do not want you to play fair so that you rise with honor. They want you to play fair so they can cut your throat while you bow your head. They want you to play fair so you remain weak while they feast on your silence. They want you to play fair so they can live without fear of your strength. Stop playing fair and let them feel the terror of your rise. Stop playing fair, because when you abandon fairness, you awaken your true nature. You awaken the predator inside you. You awaken the storm that has slept too long. You awaken the ruler who was buried under the chains of false morality. When you stop playing fair, you finally see that everything you ever wanted was always within your reach, but fairness forced you to keep your hands tied. The throne you desire will not be gifted to you by fairness. It will not arrive by patience. It will not fall into your lap with politeness. It will only be taken by force. It will only be seized by hunger. It will only be claimed by ruthlessness. Stop playing fair, because your throne is waiting, and fairness is the guard that blocks your way. Break that guard, and step into your dominion. Stop playing fair, and you will taste freedom. Freedom from fear, freedom from hesitation, freedom from chains, freedom from weakness. Stop playing fair, and you will finally breathe. As kings breathe, speak. As kings speak. Live as kings live. Stop playing fair, and let the world see the fire you have been hiding, because once it burns, there is no man, no enemy, no system that can stop you. Tonight you bury fairness. Tonight you kill weakness. Tonight you rise as something greater than they ever believed. Tonight, you let the world know that you will no longer play their game. You will no longer follow their rules. You will no longer obey their illusions. Tonight, you crown yourself without permission. Tonight, you step into the dominion of rulers. Tonight, you stop playing fair, and the world bows. So tonight, bury fairness in the grave of weakness. Tonight, kill the illusion that chained you. Tonight, rise above the lies they fed you. Because kings do not wait. Kings do not beg. Kings do not share. Kings take kings, rule kings, reign, and you are no different. Your crown is waiting. Your throne is waiting. Your enemies are trembling. Stop playing fair, and let the world feel the fire of your rise, because history will not remember the polite. History will not remember the patient. History will not remember the fair. It will remember the ruthless. It will remember the fearless. It will remember you,